Most people assume caring about the Super Bowl is some kind of universal switch that flips on automatically, as if not feeling excited by it means you're missing something essential. But human attention doesn't work that way. Interest isn't a default setting. It's shaped by temperament, experience, and what your nervous system finds meaningful. For some people, the Super Bowl lands as electric and emotional. For others, it barely registers, the same way a niche hobby might pass you by without resistance or curiosity. There's no failure in that. It's just difference. What often gets misunderstood is that sports obsession isn't really about the game itself. Psychologically, it's about identity, belonging, and emotional projection. When someone celebrates a team victory, their brain rewards them as if they personally achieved something. It's a phenomenon where pride and joy are borrowed from an external outcome. But not everyone's brain responds to that stimulus. Some people simply don't get the emotional payoff, so watching others ride that high feels oddly distant, like observing a language you never learned. Another layer is stimulation tolerance. Some minds thrive on intensity, noise, suspense, and emotional swings. Others process the same environment as draining. A 3-hour game filled with shouting, flashing screens, social pressure, and unpredictable outcomes can feel less like entertainment and more like cognitive overload. For those people, opting out isn't disinterest, it's self-regulation. Their nervous system is protecting its energy. There's also the question of control. Watching sports asks you to emotionally invest in something you can't influence. You can cheer, hope, wear lucky socks, but the outcome remains untouched by your effort. Some people enjoy that surrender. Others find it hollow. They prefer investing emotion where action creates consequence. That preference shapes how satisfying passive spectacle feels, or doesn't. Modern life already demands constant attention. Notifications, financial stress, global uncertainty, endless opinions competing for space. For many, the Super Bowl isn't a celebration, it's just another demand, another loud event asking for emotional participation when the system already feels stretched thin. Especially for people who are more sensitive to sensory input, what looks like a party can feel like an endurance test. And sometimes there really isn't a deep explanation. People have tastes. Some love football, some don't. We've grown so uncomfortable with difference that we try to diagnose it. But disinterest doesn't need justification. The expectation that everyone should care says more about cultural pressure than personal preference. What's most revealing is how defensive people become when someone says they don't care. That reaction isn't about the game, it's about identity. When a shared ritual loses participants, it threatens the sense of belonging built around it. But opting out isn't rejection, it's simply choosing a different way to experience meaning. At Reverse Mind Hub, the goal isn't to tell you what to value, it's to help you understand why you value what you do. The world works because we're wired differently. Some people lose their minds over a game, others find peace doing something quieter. Both ways of being are valid. That balance is what keeps society moving at all.